In today's episode, I'm taking a look at the latest addition to the Le Beau line of fragrances by Jean Paul Gaultier. This one is called Beau Paradise Garden, and it's the third release of this popular summer range by the innovative and often provocative fashion and fragrance brand. I'll be letting you know how it differs from the other two previous releases, and why I feel that not only is this one the best in the Le Beau lineup, but also why it's my new favourite fragrance release of 2024 so far. Yes, hello again everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Mags Frags, where it's the fragrance that's the start of the show. My name's Paul, and it's my mission to pair you with your perfect signature scent. Yeah, so this one was actually launched a couple of months ago now, so I am a little bit late to the party with this review. But it's actually only just hit the shops here in the UK in the past couple of weeks or so. And I think that the perfume shop is still the only place that you can pick it up from on the high street. It comes in an eau de parfum concentration, and this 125ml bottle size retails for £100.50, but with an in-store discount and a few loyalty points, I ended up paying just over £70 for it, which I think was a really good deal, considering that some charlatans were selling it north of £200 on eBay not so long ago when it was first launched in mainland Europe. Okay, so as always, we're going to kick things off with the presentation, and this one comes in the usual Le Beau tin can style container, which never fails to impress me with its quirky and fun aesthetic. This one, however, gets lots of eye-catching and colourful illustrations, including a dragon, a peacock round the back, and various insects and flowers that's dotted around the container. On the front is the name of the fragrance in an embossed gold metallic finish, and then down at the bottom is the barcode and batch code, and the batch code on this particular one is 40811. And I've just noticed that I've even forgot to take off the little price label at the bottom, so at least you know I bought it with my own money and it's not one that's been sent to me for free. The bottle sits in a plush red velour stand, and again it's in the shape of the ripped male torso, and you also get the usual fig leaves covering up his modesty. It's an unapologetically camp design, as are most Jean Paul Gaultier fragrance bottle designs, but it feels extremely well crafted and very comfortable when you're holding it and you're spraying it. The juice inside is a slightly lighter shade of green to what you get with the other two flankers that have gone before it. And I have to say, I do slightly prefer the black gradient on the Le Parfum bottle because, in my opinion, it spoils the look of the aesthetic when the juice makes its way halfway down the bottle. You get the trademark little ring pull around the atomizer, which kind of just stops you from accidentally spraying it. And then the gold atomizer delivers a very satisfying smooth blast of juice. And as always, the presentation on this is absolutely top notch, and basically what we've come to expect from this brand. Okay, so into the note breakdown now, and up top we've got watery notes, mint and ginger. In the heart there's coconut, fig and salt, and the base notes in this one are sandalwood and tonka beans. Okay, so the complete Le Beau line all feature the same two notes which run through the spine of the fragrance, which are coconut and tonka beans, and you're always going to get a tropical creamy sweetness at its core. And the original just added bergamot up top to produce some sparkling zesty freshness in the opening. The result was a lovely tropical fruit fragrance that smelled great and maybe lacked a little bit of depth. But then came the Le Parfum flanker, which added notes of pineapple, ginger and cypress up top, just to give it a bit more of a punchy, outdoorsy green opening with a bit more of a spicy zinginess to it. It also added woody notes and amber to the base, which brought some extra depth and longevity, and it was just a natural improvement over the original version in my opinion. It just performed better, but the overall aroma of the dry down was fairly similar. This one just takes things a step further, and the opening through into the dry down is absolutely amazing, and it's just one of those scents that makes you want to spray it over and over again, just so you can enjoy it time after time. It starts out with a huge blast of freshness with watery notes, mint, green notes and ginger, bringing a cool, crisp green and invigorating initial first impression, resembling the dewy freshness of a morning garden. But very quickly, you're also introduced to the fig note alongside the usual coconut. So even though it's extremely bright and refreshing in the opening, there's also a fairly sweet, smooth and creamy background layer pretty much from the get-go. If you're familiar with fragrances like Velocicos by Diptyque or Fico di Amalfi by Acqua di Parma, which are both fig dominant, you'll definitely be able to make out the connection between this one and those two, but this is just way more potent and in your face compared to those two. And to my nose, it is the fig that's actually the star of the show in this new one for the most part. And alongside the coconut, it's kind of what gives it its unique exotic twist. There's also salt that weaves its way through the top and the heart notes and just adds a mild mineral sea breeze saltiness that may remind you of being by the seaside. It's so summery and uplifting from the initial spray, and whether it's a paradise garden or a paradise beach, it's definitely going to transport you to your own individual place of utopia. You will recognise the unmistakable Le Beau DNA, and it's not a flanker that diverts so far away from the original that it could be a standalone fragrance, but there's just enough of a difference to make it stand out from the other two. And out of the three, I'd say I much prefer the opening of this new one over the other two. And the first hour or so has to be up there with my all-time favourite openings of any fragrance that I've ever smelled. It's absolutely gorgeous and a massive compliment magnet. The dry down, however, is much more warm and comforting as the bright tropical freshness fades away slightly after about the hour mark. And then the fig and the coconut are joined by the gentle milky sandalwood and some more sweetness from the tonka beans in the base. So you end up with a semi-sweet, velvety, smooth scent profile that's calming, laid back and extremely enjoyable and easy to wear. Comparing it to the dry down of the Le Parfum flanker that I thought was considerably way better than the original, by the way, this does retain some of its botanical garden leafy greenness, whereas the Le Parfum has more ambery and woody accents, which seem to be a bit more deep and resinous. I don't necessarily prefer one over the other, and both of them smell great, but I'd say the Paradise Garden does smell a touch more unique and interesting, whereas the Le Parfum has slightly more depth when you get into the very far dry down. Yeah, this is without doubt a spring and summer fragrance, and as soon as you spray it, it's like spraying sunshine from a bottle. But in my opinion, it's maybe a little bit better suited to the cooler temperatures of a summer evening rather than one to wear during the high heat of the midday sun. This is because of the amount of sweetness that you get with it, especially when it dries down, which could potentially become a little bit cloying for some people. And I would personally gravitate more towards the original Le Beau for daytime wear, because this one is just a little bit lighter and a touch more juicy smelling. But all three of these, though, are very playful and youthful, and they're going to appeal to a younger demographic ranging from maybe the late teens to late 20s. It's the perfect summer holiday clubbing scent for a young lad to pack in his suitcase before jetting off to Ibiza for a summer of fun and frolics, and perhaps not one I'd recommend for something like a job interview or some other serious formal occasion. I'd also say that all three of these are all straight up unisex fragrances, even though they are marketed towards men. So if there's any women watching this video, I'd highly recommend that you just give this one a try at your local perfume shop, because I think women would also really enjoy this line. In terms of performance, this is definitely longer lasting than the original Le Beau and about on a par with the Le Parfum flanker. You'll get a couple of hours of really solid projection with near room-filling sillage, but then as the big hitting brighter top notes die down, so does the intensity. You'll still leave a decent scent trail for a good 5 to 6 hours after you first spray it, and it will easily get you through a full night out or a full day if you decided to wear it as a daytime scent. Some people have criticised the performance of the Le Beau line, but I've personally always found them to be incredibly strong and long-lasting. So I don't know if it's just like down to skin chemistry or the climate, etc. But for me, they give me more than enough. And like I say, sometimes even a touch too overbearing in certain warm situations. Yeah, so like I mentioned in the intro to this review, Le Beau Paradise Garden is probably my favourite release of 2024 so far. And I think it smells absolutely lovely. It's a bold and an imaginative scent that literally does what it says on the tin. It invites people in to explore the sensory experience of a paradise garden and its blend of exotic and tropical accords. It's ideal for younger, casual fragrance enthusiasts looking for something that combines fun and playful elements with unexpected twists and turns. Unless you own either of the other two fragrances in this line, I guarantee that it'll be unique to anything else that you've got in your collection. And even if you do own either of the other two, it still won't be a redundant purchase because it has got enough of its own character to set it apart. I would recommend that you try to pick it up on a deal like I did, because even though it's a 125ml bottle size, it does make me shudder a little bit when designer brands are creeping over that £100 a bottle mark. But I suppose that's the way the world's going, I suppose. But overall, I'd give this one an almost perfect 9 out of 10. And the only reason it doesn't get a 10 is because it paints such a summery picture that I won't tend to wear it throughout the whole year, and I'll only probably tend to reach for it maybe 6 months of the year. Okay, so once again, that's about it for this latest episode. But don't forget, I've got tons more fragrance content coming your way over the next couple of weeks, including no less than 7 original creations from Aroma, as well as a pheromone fragrance that makes some really bold scientific claims, and it suggests that it makes women really horny, so that could be the ultimate miracle scent for us men and puts the whole fragrance industry on notice. But to find out all about it, make sure you subscribe to this channel and you've turned on your notifications. So once again, thank you very much for tuning into the latest episode. Stay safe, keep smelling fresh, and I'll see you very soon in the next one. Bye bye for now.